So as we sat down and really started to think about, in this new era of listing power tools becoming LPT Realty, what new tools, what new things could we empower our agents with to achieve that original vision? And from that came what we now call our collateral marketing system. And I'm very excited today to share with you all of the aspects of that all-important collateral marketing system that is built to help you drive your business to new heights. The collateral marketing system encompasses everything you need to be a successful real estate agent from a marketing standpoint. Social media and digital assets, print marketing and print collateral, to presentations, the amazing white box and that listing presentation we built at Listing Power Tools, to putting our agents on digital billboards along major highways and intersections, providing the direct mail assets you need, including just listed cards, just sold cards, open house cards, and even map cards that show recent sales and recent values in the neighborhood. Everything is built around our amazing text capture technology so that you can get the leads you need with accurate contact information, and the amazing lead magnets, our amazing magazines that make you the star in order to provide your customers with a physical collateral version of the all-important knowledge they need to achieve their goals in real estate while positioning you as the expert. And those components together make up that collateral marketing system. So wouldn't it be great as an agent to know that you would never lose a friend or family member to a competing realtor again? Wouldn't it be great to know that you would have clients be so confident in hiring you to list their home that they actually call the other agents and cancel future listing appointments because they know they're going to hire you? To have potential clients be so impressed with you that they refer you their friends and family members before you even do business together. To have buyers and sellers make the all-important decision to work exclusively with you months before they are actually ready to buy or sell their home. To have a steady flow of buyers and sellers in your pipeline, all committed to working with you, and most importantly, to be able to win that listing appointment, win that listing presentation, no matter what other agent you may happen to be up against. All of those things are absolutely possible with the collateral marketing system here at LPT Realty.
Okay, then choose your colors and click submit, and there it is.
Whoa, that's awesome, bro.
The computing algorithm is unfathomable.
Hey fellas, what are you guys up to?
My guy Larry is showing us this gnarly AI bot.
Yeah, it's called DeSane. It's basically an all-in-one AI personal marketing department for real estate agents.
Give this dude a sick demo, bro.
Yeah, I wanna see.
Okay. Well, first you need a headshot. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Perfect. Now all you gotta do is add some basic info to your profile, make a few selections, and bing, bang, boom, you got marketing, tough guy. Say hello to your personal print collateral, yard sides, and door hangers.
Check out your face on that epic billboard.
Business cards, postcards, and you're the cover model on these beautiful agent magazines.
Yay, I'm a star.
Bro, it's like having a super brain that understands like everything, even if you're not into all that fancy tech stuff. Unmatched, unparalleled, and truly exceptional in every way.
Yeah, it's true. When it comes to self-marketing, Desi handles it all for you. It's the smartest AI bot out there.
Oh no, Peter.
Oh shoot, I didn't know he was back there.
Peter, come back.
How long's he been back there? I seriously had no idea.
Dude, you totally bummed out that robot, bro.
Come back, Peter. He didn't mean it.
Oh, no, I meant it. I just didn't mean for him to hear it.
Peter, please.
Desi really is an amazing piece of technology. As Larry said, the smartest AI bot out there. And without Desi, we wouldn't be able to execute on this vision for the collateral marketing system, because each piece of collateral has to be personalized for you as an agent, featuring your lead magnets, your magazines, your billboards, your face on all of that amazing collateral and digital images. And Desi takes care of all of it. Our collateral marketing system encompasses everything you need to succeed online with digital and social media advertising, but more importantly, our ability to take those online engagements and then drive them into the real world through the collateral that sits at the heart of the collateral marketing system. And a lot of people look at me and say, Robert, in today's digital world, why are you still fooling around with print collateral? Why are you still fooling around with print marketing? And I'll tell you, anyone who isn't utilizing print in their business these days is absolutely missing the boat. There's an emotional connection with print. There's a stickiness with print that just doesn't exist in the digital world. And I believe the more of our marketing and the more of our world that does move digital, the more important that printed collateral becomes. I want you to think about things in your own home that are printed out, that are in physical form. I know for me, I probably have 5,000 photos of my kids on my iPhone in digital form, but the most important photos, we actually print those out and we put them in a frame, and they live in the real world inside of our home. My wedding photos are the same way. We have thousands of digital copies of the wedding photos, but the most important ones are printed out and framed and live in our house. I want you to think about other items like that, diplomas, other important things that exist in the paper collateral world in your life. And on top of that emotional connection of things being more important when they're printed, print is also sticky. You can't take a digital ad and throw it on your coffee table. You can't take a digital ad and pin it on your refrigerator with a magnet. And these things happen all the time with the amazing high quality printed collateral that is part of this LPT collateral marketing system. A collateral marketing magazine like 9 Critical Questions to Ask Your Realtor Before Listing Your Home, or our 7 Home Buyer Strategies to help you get the lowest payment when rates are high. These high quality magazines and pieces of collateral will actually land on a potential consumer's coffee table. They'll put it in that important drawer next to their refrigerator where they keep items of interest. They'll take a magnet and pin them up on their refrigerator, and this is a stickiness that we just can't see in the digital world. Again, we think digital is a very important part of a balanced marketing funnel. Digital is great for creating that awareness, but by pushing the consumer toward an ultimate result, which involves print collateral, we've seen our results skyrocket, both in my personal businesses and the results here at LPT Realty through the collateral marketing system. Some other great stats about print collateral: 77% of consumers believe print drives a higher level of recall. Think about how important that is. We want consumers to remember your face as their agent. We want consumers to remember your value proposition to become their agent, and 77% of consumers think print does a better job of achieving that. 67% of consumers find physical printed communications to be more personal than their digital counterparts. Think about that. We're in a personal business. This is a person-to-person business. We meet with our clients face-to-face. We either go into their home or we travel with them to other homes they're interested in buying. It's all a very personal business, and most customers will hire you based on who you are as a person to be their real estate agent. We need as much personal communication as possible, and for 67% of consumers, that means print instead of digital. And finally, 80% of consumers will act on printed direct mail advertisements. So anyone telling you that print is dead probably doesn't own a state-of-the-art printing facility. They probably need you to believe in digital because it's their only value offering. At LPT Realty, we have access to all of the tools to market you in any facet.
At the core of LPT Realty is agent choice and agent-focused branding. Well, what does agent-focused branding mean? Here at LPT, there are no color requirements or restrictions to the use of the colors of LPT logo, allowing agents to use their own identity, creativity, and branding that fits their needs. The challenge with agent-focused branding at scale is hundreds and thousands of hours of design time and millions of dollars in payroll. So to solve this problem, we created our own DeSane AI proprietary software, allowing agents within just a few clicks to have customizable templated solutions for business cards, name tags, open house signs, yard signs, magazines, and a host of other marketing material. Because of the efficiencies of DeSane AI and having our own print shop, we're able to fulfill these orders for our agents quickly within 48 hours and ready to go.
So all of these amazing pieces of our collateral marketing system here at LPT Realty come together to form what I think of as the collateral marketing funnel. And the collateral marketing funnel is a journey that takes a potential consumer through all of the stages of doing business with you, from awareness to consideration to conversion, and then beyond the first sale into loyalty and advocacy. Because in real estate, referrals are critical. From becoming aware of you as an agent who does business in their market to considering you as becoming their agent in that market. And then once they're starting to consider you, we now have our long form printed magazines, our short form printed magazines, all this educational printed collateral content to help drive them down to the ultimate conversion, the decision to do business with you, the decision to choose you as their real estate agent to buy or sell their home. But then more importantly, beyond that first sale, we need to drive those same consumers to a level of loyalty and ultimately a level of advocacy where they're telling their friends and family about what an amazing real estate agent you are. And all of the pieces of the collateral marketing system were built to take consumers down this journey from awareness to advocacy so that you can win as their real estate agent. One of the things that draws me the most to real estate, and particularly to listings, is the idea that our job as a listing agent is highly based around marketing the property. And so now you get to double dip as an agent because the same marketing you're doing to promote their property and drive that advocacy and loyalty from the consumer who just listed their home with you is also filling your bucket over here, refilling your funnel through awareness and consideration. Because every time you pass out a high quality piece of printed collateral, or every time you run a digital ad featuring that property, you're fulfilling your obligation to the seller, you're making them happy, you're giving them the best opportunity to sell their home for the most money, but you're also now reaching new consumers. New consumers who are saying, wow, I like that house. I may reach out to that agent. Or wow, I like the way that agent is marketing that house. I may reach out to them to sell mine. And so you get to double dip on two funnels at once. Whereas you're driving the awareness and consideration on the new consumer, you are driving loyalty and advocacy on the consumer whose home you currently have listed. In addition to the way that print can position you in that more personal way, and the way that print can drive those higher levels of recall and the personal touch and consumers wanting to work with you, we believe there's more we need to do to position you as that local expert. And so I want to share a story from my early days of advertising. As I was building my first brand, we were using a lot of direct mail, and the direct mail was doing really well. But at the time, we recognized we needed to build a higher level of credibility. We needed to increase our positioning in the consumer's mind. So one of the things I did is I went out and I bought a TV commercial to air during Sunday Night Football. And I'm going to play you that commercial. I want you to notice a few things. I don't talk about our value proposition. There's no call to action. This commercial's purpose was purely to position me as someone who could be the sponsor of Sunday Night Football on our local NBC station. I'm Robert Palmer. RP Funding is your local direct mortgage lender, and we're proud to sponsor NBC's NFL Sunday Night Football on West 2. Tonight, the Chargers take on the Cowboys. Enjoy the game. So running that TV commercial, establishing myself, positioning myself as the sponsor of Sunday Night Football was critical, but the more important thing we did is we actually took a screenshot of that TV commercial and we started including it in all of our direct mail. And so now our direct mail started with, Dear John, you may have seen me on TV during Sunday Night Football. And by using that positioning, using that credibility, and establishing myself as the sponsor of Sunday Night Football to the people who were actually watching that game, but then using it on my communications to all of our other potential customers through our direct mail, we were able to supercharge that experience and build that credibility. And we've built a very similar system here for each one of you to utilize at LPT Realty. We use our scale as a brokerage to give you that unfair advantage. And one of the ways we do that is in positioning. We have our relationship with the Jacksonville Armada, where LPT Realty is the primary sponsor of a professional soccer team. Last year, when the team was participating in the Open Cup tournament, we created a digital billboard for each of our agents that we ran on major highways featuring their face and their name aligned with the Jacksonville Armada brand. The exact same type of positioning I did with my Sunday Night Football commercial. We're also the primary sponsors of an IndyCar race in St. Pete. It's where we have our annual convention. Similar situation, around the time of the race, we gave each of our agents a billboard featuring the IndyCar race. We utilized DeSane to create social media images of these billboards, and these social media posts resulted in the highest level of engagement that most of our real estate agents had ever seen. One of the keys to social media is being able to engage and interact with your social sphere, with your sphere of influence. And a lot of the social media posts we see agents making don't achieve that. But when we give you high quality images created by DeSane featuring your brand, your personal brand, you will see your engagement on social media go to new levels. And so beyond that, we take those images and what else? We put them into the print collateral, the same way I did with those letters that said, Dear John, you probably saw me on TV during Sunday Night Football. We take your pictures from your billboards, your magazines, your yard signs, and DeSane places them onto door hangers and flyers and postcards and things that you can use to begin to position yourself in the neighborhoods as the neighborhood expert. Here's some examples of what those amazing images look like, where DeSane's able to create real-world mock-ups of your billboards, your yard signs, your business cards, all the things that identify you as a professional, established real estate agent, then use those images to drive high levels of engagement on your social media, on your digital, while also reinforcing the fact that you are a trusted real estate agent to those consumers. A lot of engagement online is great, but not if it doesn't position you as the agent who those consumers, who those members of your sphere of influence should call and want to call when it comes time to buy or sell real estate. Through our proprietary technology and DeSane AI and the years of experience we have and hundreds of millions of dollars I've spent on marketing, you can be certain that the marketing collateral and the digital products that we put out at LPT Realty will drive results and engagement in your business. So in that digital space, some of our cornerstone products is our LPT Digital Marketing Plan. We've actually armed you with a printed version of this report so that you can go and meet with the seller and show them all the amazing ways you're going to market their property online to drive engagement, to drive repetition, to drive connection between potential home buyers and their property. And this 2-page printed report shows them all the amazing things you'll do, the single property website you're going to drive the traffic to, and then at the end we give you a printed version of the results report so you can go back to that seller and show them how many impressions you actually achieved for their property, how many different websites their property was featured on, how many consumers clicked through and visited their dedicated property website. This is the formula for taking the power of digital marketing, but then bringing it into the real world through our collateral marketing system. And then we use a much more powerful technology called programmatic buying through a system called a real-time bidder. And usually this type of technology, this programmatic ad buying technology, is only reserved for the largest of companies. And this is another example of us at LPT Realty using our scale and our reach as a major brokerage to be able to power your marketing in a way that others do not. In addition to our high-quality proprietary display advertising, we have the best of pay-per-click advertising as well. Pay-per-click is a great way to drive engagement with potential buyers and sellers, and we have technology to drive both Google pay-per-click marketing in addition to Google local services ads. We also have technology that integrates with Bing pay-per-click so that you can drive traffic from both major search engines, and finally to drive traffic from the largest social media networks in Facebook and Instagram. Our technology allows you to do dynamic catalog targeting, where you're actually showing consumers the same listings they've previously viewed on your website through their social media feed, remarketing to consumers who have previously visited your website by appearing in their social media feed, and one-click listing promotion to promote your clients' listings in that all-important social media feed, both on Facebook and Instagram. Our digital lead capture works like this. The potential lead sees one of our ads online, either through social media or through pay-per-click. That lead then visits your IDX website where they're shown properties but asked to register to continue seeing more photos and more details about the property. Or they register through a lead form directly on the social media platform. Once that lead is captured into your CRM, they're then marketed to through welcome emails and other high-quality sequences that you can build and design and customize to stay top of mind with that lead through their entire home buying or home selling journey. In addition to that proprietary digital marketing that makes you the star of the show, we also have tools to make you more successful with the real estate portals. Now, while a lot of real estate brokerages have made the decision to rail against the portals or be adverse to the portals, at LPT Realty, we believe that we have a responsibility to serve the consumers who have chosen to start their home search on one of the major portals. And so we've made a decision that we want to have a partnership with the portals. We want to have conversations at the highest level so that we can position LPT Realty agents in a way to have success with the portals. The types of things we've built in the past is the ability to give you early access to new programs offered by the portals, giving you special offerings from those portals, and most importantly, building our tools, building our collateral marketing system to work with the type of consumer that you can expect through one of the portals. We've actually seen real estate agents double their conversion rate on portal buyer leads by utilizing our 7 Home Buyer Strategies magazine at the initial appointment. By handing a potential buyer who meets them at a property, who they've never met before, who found them through one of the portals, and handing them that high-quality magazine with their face on the cover, jam-packed with critical information to help that consumer be more successful, they've seen their conversion rates as much as double. This is powerful, and this is our responsibility as a brokerage to use our scale to help you have that unfair advantage and win in every way. And whether that's you driving your own leads through our amazing digital marketing products and our pay-per-click products, or whether that's you having a higher conversion rate and a better ROI on leads that you obtain from the portals through our systems, our technology, our knowledge, and our collateral marketing system. You know, these are the high-quality magazines that feature your face on the cover. And so again, each of these is built to maximize your credibility and put you in a position to either win that buyer or win that listing. Our 9 critical questions to ask an agent when you're ready to sell your home, every one of those 9 questions points back to you as an LPT Realty agent. If another agent does come on a listing presentation behind you and they're forced to answer these 9 questions and they don't have our amazing collateral marketing system, they're going to struggle. In addition to that, we have our active marketing plan. This is the entire Listing Power Tools marketing presentation rewritten and digested into a high-quality printed magazine that explains every piece of the Listing Power Tools box and every piece of the marketing you're going to do to help that seller get the most money for their home in the least amount of time. And again, these are high quality printed with your face on the cover, meant to position you as the expert. And then also our 7 home buyer strategies, the type of educational information they need to succeed in today's market, again, with you as the agent positioned on the cover as that local expert. And so these high-quality printed pieces of collateral also serve as our lead magnets. These are the reasons consumers will text you from your door hangers, text you from your postcards, text you from your other flyers, because they want to receive a copy of this free information. But first, they have to give you their contact information so you can begin to reach out to them and take them down a journey through your funnel. And the idea for these printed lead magnets actually comes from a very famous book that I would encourage all of you to read. It's one of my favorite books of all time, and it's called Influence by Dr. Robert Cialdini. This book lays down the principles of social psychology and why consumers take the actions they take when interacting with brands. And one of the key principles in this book is the law of reciprocity, which says you have to give a little something to get a little something in return. And so by giving the consumer access to that information, that 7 home buyer strategies to get the best payment, that 9 critical questions to ask a realtor before you hire them to sell your home, by offering up that printed collateral of high quality educational information, you're able to obtain what you need, which is their contact information and the fact that they're interested in potentially conducting a real estate transaction. And the way you capture that important contact information, that accurate cell phone number, is through our proprietary text capture technology here at LPT Realty that drives every piece of the collateral marketing system. We're taking consumers from online ads and we're driving them into the real world via printed collateral and our high quality printed lead magnets, but then we're using text capture technology to actually provide those lead magnets to them so that you can get the most important piece of contact information you need, an accurate cell phone number. There's no way for them to give you a fake name and a fake cell phone number when they literally have to send a text to you to request the information. And this is the beauty of our text capture technology. And text is used by everyone. 97% of consumers text at least once a day. 90% of consumers prefer a text over a phone call. 78% of consumers wish they could text all of the businesses that they do business with. And 95% of people will read a text message in less than 5 minutes. Being on someone's inbox on their smartphone is where you want to be, and the LPT Collateral Marketing System text capture technology is a critical component to achieving that. Our next amazing pack available here at LPT Realty is what we call our prospecting packs. And these packs are built for when you want to farm a neighborhood using door hangers and flyers. You want to get out in the community. So we provide you over 300 pieces of collateral, and those collateral can feature anything from one of your listings, or more importantly, if you don't have a listing yet in that area or a listing to promote, those door hangers can feature high quality images of our lead magnets created by DeSane. So now when you're out in the community and you're handing out your door hangers, they may feature your active marketing plan magazine. They may feature a copy of that 9 critical questions lead magnet, or they may feature the 7 home buyer strategies. And the important thing to think about here is don't think of this as buyer or seller. While each one has a different call to action, most people who need to sell a home also need to buy a home, and vice versa. So when you're out in a neighborhood, using all 3 of these different looks and different door hangers is the best way to maximize your results. A seller seeing this one month, and this the following month, and this the following month gives you different looks and establishes you as that expert because you have all of these different pieces of high quality collateral. Everything is driven by the call to action to send a text code to our text capture line, so then you as the agent can deliver the all-important magazine that the consumer has requested. And the important thing is to deliver this magazine in person or in print so that you have that sticky effect and that personal effect of them having your face on a high quality printed magazine in their living room. And so as we think about that idea of the collateral marketing funnel, those door hangers would sit somewhere at the top. These are there to build awareness. and then have someone start to consider you, and then finally request your high quality printed collateral, which will then drive them to conversion and making the decision to hire you as their agent. We also have pieces that can sit in the middle. We have a short form version of that active marketing plan. It's just a teaser. It gives the consumer a little more detail on what's in the active marketing plan to help drive them down the funnel, again, from awareness to consideration, and then ultimately to conversion and making the decision to hire you as their real estate agent. Can you imagine the impact these types of things can have on your business? Being able to go into a neighborhood where you're not established yet and provide high quality door hangers at a larger size than what consumers are used to, featuring your face on the cover of a magazine, then driving them down to the summary pieces and finally driving the consumer down to having an entire printed magazine outlining your marketing system sitting on their coffee table with your face on the cover. This is the beauty of the prospecting packs, which are a cornerstone of the LPT collateral marketing system. Direct mail is another important component of the LPT collateral marketing system. Being able to utilize the post office to deliver high quality printed collateral on your behalf into those consumers' homes, and it's all done in just one click inside of LPT Connect. We provide you industry low prices in order to send this amazing high quality direct mail, and we have pieces that range from just listed cards to just sold cards all the way up to map cards. So here's what one of those amazing just listed cards looks like. Again, featuring the property. You're showing the seller how hard you're working to market their property, which is driving them towards loyalty and advocacy, while also having new homeowners and new home buyers in that market raise their hand to you as potential leads to either buy or sell their homes. In addition to that, we have our map card follow-up sequence. Again, from one click inside of LPT Connect, you can follow up with the same consumer who received the just listed card, and then you can provide them a just sold card, and then finally provide them a sequence of map cards that shows recent sales in their area all laid out on a map. We've found through our testing that people are very easily able to recognize a map of their own area. We see it every day on our car GPS on our phone. We begin to recognize the image of a map of our neighborhood. And so when a postcard shows up featuring a map of their neighborhood with map markers showing recent sales and then sales data on the back, it's much more likely to land in an important place inside of their home instead of in the trash. And so again, these direct mail sequences were built to position you as the expert, show the home sellers how hard you work to sell their home, while also filling your funnel with new consumers who are now in the awareness stage of that all-important collateral marketing funnel. One other piece I'd like to point out is a proprietary technology we call Smart ID. So everything inside of the LPT collateral marketing system is built around the idea that you ask the consumer to text a code to a phone number in order to receive the information they want. They want information on what the property is sold for. They want information on what the property is listed for. They need to text a code to that number. With our Smart ID technology, when we print these mailers, every consumer gets a different code. And so while all of the codes will report back and send back the same information, you know which consumer sent the text because we know which code, which Smart ID we mailed to each individual household in that neighborhood. Another important component of marketing here at LPT Realty is our luxury collection. For a long time, agents were forced to choose luxury brands at lower splits and higher costs in order to compete for luxury listings. I'm a firm believer that marketing can beat brokerage brand every day of the week, and we're proving that here at LPT Realty. By giving you the absolute best marketing tools as an add-on to your listing packages that you can pay for at closing, we arm you with things like dedicated billboards featuring those high-quality luxury properties. We give you high-quality printed magazines featuring those listings that will impress the seller as you take the time to feature their individual property in a high-quality printed magazine. The absolute highest quality of brochure and direct mail printed on high-quality paper stock. Everything you need to set yourself apart as a go-to luxury agent and make a luxury seller feel confident that you're the right agent to hire to sell their luxury property can be accomplished through the LPT luxury collection packages.